Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we have our regular class on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today we continue listening from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, text 32 to 35. Yeah. Kim no rajyena govinda kim bhogairjivitena va yeshamarte kankshitam no rajyam bhogan sukhani cha taime vastita yudhe pranam styaktva dhanani cha acharya pitara putras tathaiva cha pitamaha matula svasura pautra syala sambandinastatha etan hantum ichhami gnatopi madhusudana api trailokya rajyasya eto kim numahi krite nihatya dhartarashtrana ka priti janardana. Kim, what use na to us? Rajena is the kingdom. Govinda, O Krishna. Kim, what? Bogai, enjoyment. Jivitena, living. Va, either. Yesham, of whom. Arthe, for the sake. Kankshitam, is desired. Na, by us. Rajyam, kingdom. Bhoga, material enjoyment. Sukhani, all happiness. Cha, also. Te, all of them. Ime, these. Avastita, situated. Yudhe, in this battlefield. Pranan, leaves. Tyaktva, giving up. Dhanani, riches. Cha, also. Acharya, teachers. Pitara, fathers. Putra, sons. Tatha, as well as. Eva, certainly. Cha, also. Pitamaha, grandfathers. Matula, maternal uncles. Swasura, fathers-in-law. Pautra, grandsons. Shyala, brothers-in-law. Sambandhina, relatives. Tatha, as well as. Etan, all these. Na, never. Hantum, to kill. Ichhami, do I wish. Gnata, killing. Api, even. Madhusudana, O killer of the demon Madhu, Krishna. Api, even if. Try, Lokya, if the three walls. Rajyasya, for the kingdom. Heto, in exchange. Kimnu, what to speak of. Mahikrite, for the sake of the earth. Nihatya, by killing. Dhartarashtra, the sons of Dhritarashtra. Na, our. Ka, what. Priti, pleasure. Syat, will there be. Janardana, all maintainer of all living entities. O Govinda, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, and all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield. O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and others' relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them? Even though they might otherwise kill me, O maintainer of all living entities. I am not prepared to fight with them even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will be derived from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? The purpose. Arjuna has addressed Lord Krishna as Govinda because Krishna is the object of all pleasures for cows and the senses. By using this significant word, Arjuna indicates that Krishna should understand what will satisfy Arjuna's senses. But Govinda is not meant for satisfying our senses. If we try to satisfy the senses of Govinda, however, then automatically our own senses are satisfied. Materially, everyone wants to satisfy his senses, and he wants God to be the order supplier for such satisfaction. The Lord will satisfy the senses of the living entities as much as they deserve, but not to the extent that they may covet. But when one takes the opposite way, namely, when one tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda, without desiring to satisfy one's own senses, then by the grace of Govinda, all desires of the living entity are satisfied. Arjuna's deep affection for community and family members is exhibited here partly due to his natural compassion for them. He is therefore not prepared to fight. Everyone wants to show his opulence to friends and relatives, but Arjuna fears that all his relatives and friends will be killed on the battlefield, and he will be unable to share his opulence after victory. This is typical calculation of material life. The transcendental life, however, is different. Since a devotee wants to satisfy the desires of the Lord, he can, Lord willing, accept all kinds of opulence for the service of the Lord. And if the Lord is not willing, he should not accept a farthing. Arjuna didn't want to kill his relatives, and if there were any need to kill them, he desired that Krishna kill them personally. At this point, he didn't know that Krishna had already killed them before their coming into the battlefield, and that he was only to become an instrument for Krishna. This fact is disclosed in following chapters. As natural devotee of the Lord, Arjuna didn't like to retaliate against his miscreant cousins, but it was the Lord's plan that they should all be killed. The devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer, but the Lord doesn't tolerate any mischief done to the devotee by the miscreants. The Lord can excuse a person on his own account, but he excuses no one who has done harm to his devotees. Therefore the Lord was determined to kill the miscreants, although Arjuna wanted to excuse them. I think last time I was reading this text already. Let us take the next one. Yeah. Yeah, then let us take the next one. Papam evashrayedasman haitvaita natatayinah tasman narha vayam hantum dartarastran sabandhavan svajanam hi katham hatva sukhina shyamamadhava. Shyamamadhava. Papam, vices, ever, certainly, ashrayit, must come upon, asman, us, hatva, by killing, etan, all these, atatayana, aggressors, tasma, therefore, na, never, arha, deserving, vayam, we, hantum, to kill, Dhartarashtran, the sons of Dhritarashtra, Sabandhavan, along with friends, Svajanam, kinsmen, he, certainly, Katham, how? Hatva, by killing, Sukhina, happy. Syama, will we become? Madhava, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune. The translation, sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? The purport. According to Vedic instructions, there are 6 kinds of aggressors. The number 1, a poison giver. The number 2, one who sets fire to the house. Number 3, one who attacks with deadly weapons. Number 4, one who plunders riches. Number 5, one who occupies another's land. Number 6, one who kidnaps a wife. Such aggressors are at once to be killed, and no sin is incurred by killing such aggressors. Such killing of aggressors is quite befitting any ordinary man, but Arjuna was not ordinary person. He was saintly by character, and therefore he wanted to deal with them in saintliness. This kind of saintliness, however, is not for a kshatriya. Although a responsible man in the administration of a state is required to be saintly, should not be cowardly. For example, Lord Rama was saintly, that people even now are anxious to live in the kingdom of Lord Rama, Rama Raja. But Lord Rama never showed any cowardice. Ravana was an aggressor against Rama because Ravana kidnapped Rama's wife, Sita. But Lord Rama gave him sufficient lessons, unparalleled in the history of the world. In Arjuna's case, however, one should consider the special type of aggressors, namely his own grandfather, own teacher, friends, sons, grandsons, etc. Because of them, Arjuna thought that he should not take the severe steps necessary against ordinary aggressors. Besides that, saintly persons are advised to forgive. Such injunctions for saintly persons are more important than any political emergency. Arjuna considered that rather than kill his own kinsmen for political reasons, it would be better to forgive them on grounds of religion and saintly behavior. He did not therefore consider such killing profitable simply for the matter of temporary bodily happiness. After all, kingdoms and the pleasures derived therefrom are not permanent. So why should he risk his life and eternal salvation by killing his own kinsmen? Arjuna's addressing of Krishna is Madhava. Or the husband of the goddess of fortune is also significant in this connection. He wanted to point out to Krishna that as husband of the goddess of fortune should not induce Arjuna to take up a matter which would ultimately bring about misfortune. Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotees. Here, the last verse we were discussed last time. The last time it was about Arjuna addressing Krishna by the name Govinda. And we have 2 sides in our spiritual knowledge, in the spiritual field. One side is, we can say, absolute consideration or tattva vichar. Another side is apara vichar, is apparent consideration. Otherwise, we can say that by looking at external side, we're using apparent consideration. So externally, the different names of Bhagavan speaks about, indicates to our enjoyment. So like Govinda, one who satisfies the senses. the meaning is apparently to be as one who is order supplier, who is supplying everything what I need. I just order and he is doing. So many people, they consider God, they understand God only apparently. And in absolute consideration, as we discussed at the time, that Govinda means he satisfies the spiritual senses. First we have to make our senses pure and make ourselves qualified to see God. So then now Arjuna takes name Madhava. Madhava means husband of Lakshmi. Madhava. Dhava means husband, and Ma, this Lakshmi. So that means Lakshmi, sometimes we use Lakshmi like money. Actually, Lakshmi is not about money. Lakshmi is about fortune. So fortune is a fruit of practice. So if we are engaged in practice, then we can get fortune. Sometimes you can see one person, he has done so much hard work. 6 months he was working, and then he is getting the result. And another person, maybe is being criticized because he has not done any work. Only 1 week he was working, and after that he got the same result. So the question is, so why one is getting this, so the same result but without applying so much efforts? So sometimes we think that this is injustice, that is not correct, because we don't know when this person has done so much hard work. Maybe he has done it before, many years before, or in the past life. So he got result, the fortune. This is Lakshmi. If you want to be fortunate one, you have to practice. Everyday practice. Everything is not coming immediately, just like automatically. If you don't have a fortune, that means you should be engaged in practice. Or, in other words, we can say, if we pray for the mercy, then we can get the fortune. Because actually, our qualification is, in Kali Yuga, our qualification is 0. So we all depend on the mercy. So here, Arjuna is calling Krishna as, you husband of Lakshmi. So that means husband of goddess of fortune. So now, what type of practice I am doing? So this practice is doesn't bring any fortune. Of course, in Shastra it is said that aggressor can be killed. It's allowed by Manu Samhita. But the problem is, even killing someone, it is not the way to the fortune. So, just for bodily happiness. But Arjuna understands that what is the real fortune here. It is misfortune when you kill your kinsmen, you kill your relatives, your close friends, like that. It's not the real fortune. So, and Krishna never brings misfortune to anyone. So, the Arjuna now in this perplexity, he doesn't understand what to do. And Yeah, because we don't understand. Sometimes we are in this condition. We don't understand what Krishna's plan to us, for us, what we have to do. Because we don't understand the difference between Jiva and the Supreme Lord. The Krishna is Vibhu Vastu. That means the huge one, the greatest one. And Jiva is Anuvastu, is the tiny one. So, Krishna is having all potencies. Jiva is not having any potencies. So Jiva is Nikshaktika. Jiva has no Shakti. Krishna is Sarva Shaktiman. He possesses all the Shaktis. Krishna is Mayadisha. Krishna is the ruler of Maya, controller of Maya. But Jiva is Maya Vasya. Vasya means Jiva is controlled by Maya, by material energy. So because Jiva is controlled by Maya, Jiva doesn't know anything about Krishna. So that is the problem. Even we are taking the Krishna's word names like Madhava, like Govinda, but the way we are using it is in the parent way, in the parent consideration. With the parent consideration we are taking these names. But in absolute considerations, so just you can understand that sometimes people they think Lakshmi means money. But actually Shastra is saying that people trying to earn so much money for their relatives, for their families, but they are not using this money in Krishna Seva, and they are not developing their own consciousness. That means they are not getting Lakshmi, they are getting Alakshmi. So Lakshmi is not just the money, not about money. It's a great, when good fortune arises, like Srila Guru Granth Maharaj said. Then Brahmanda Brahmiti Kona Bhagyavan Jiva. Yeah, then when this Brahmita Jiva, wandering soul, one time meets sadhu, then that is the good fortune arises. So, but actually, if you already met sadhu, but you don't understand, you cannot absorb what he is saying. So that means you are also misfortunate. So we need also mercy. We need to pray. We need humility, humbleness. We have to pray humbly. So please show mercy on me. So like that. And then we have to follow, not just listen only. We have to apply. The real disciple is doing like that. So Jiva will receive mercy from Krishna. Then only Jiva will be able to know Krishna. If the slightest mercy we get from Krishna, then we will be able to know Krishna. So therefore we need mercy to know Krishna. If we will not know Krishna, we cannot do anything. We cannot do anything for Krishna. In a dark room, like before we discussed, you want to beat someone by holding a stick, you cannot see anyone, how to beat. If you don't know Krishna, how you can become Krishna Bhakta? Keho mane, keho na mane, sabu Krishna Bhakta. So one thing is, one does not accept that he is Krishna Bhakta, but everyone is Krishna Bhakta. And also we discussed that we have no adhikara at all. We have no right to become a Bhakta. We don't have any qualification. Only we can pray for mercy. That's all. We have no other qualification. So we are tiny jiva, very tiny. So how we will serve to Bhagavan? How we will show our Shakti? So we don't have any Shakti actually. If we don't have Shakti, we cannot do anything. If we don't have energy, what can we do? So those who are suffering long time, they cannot do anything. So, and people sometimes they thinking that without me nothing can be done. I am so important person. So this type of false ego cannot bring Shakti to us. A Jiva cannot do anything without Shakti. Therefore Jiva needs Shakti. As long as we are influenced by Maya, we never beg for mercy. So like Maya is making us king, Maya is giving us so many designations. Why we will bow down before this statue, Murti, yeah? Why? So when we are influenced by Maya, we don't need Kripa. We don't need Kripa, and we cannot come out from the clutches of Maya. So therefore, Srila Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj always was saying that we have only to pray for mercy. And this Shakti is being held in the heart of Gurudeva, within the heart of Gurudeva, that Kripa. So if we take shelter at the lotus feet of Gurudeva, then that Shakti will flow in our heart. So without the mercy of Gurudeva's lotus feet, we cannot get that Kripa, that Shakti. And then by this Kripa Shakti, we can destroy all the anarthas remaining in our heart. So our sufferings comes from anarthas. Since we are having this anartha, we are not able to understand Krishna. These anarthas will be destroyed only by mercy of Krishna, coming through Guru Pada Padma, the Guru's lotus feet. So when one will get the Kripa Shakti, merciful strength, then one will be able to serve Bhagavan Krishna. So that is here we can say what is a great fortune for us. What type of fortune we can get, like for example, actually, does we understand what is a fortune? Like it is said, Janama Saphalata Krishna Darashana Jar Bhagye Hoi Jache Kabara Vrindavana Keli Chaturvana Mali Tribanga Mangi Marupa Vamsidhari Aparupa Rasamaya Nidhi Gunasali Rasamaya Nidhi Gunasali. This Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings his song, Janma Saphalata. This life becomes successful when at least one time one is able to see Krishna. So all these processes are given only to have a darshan of Krishna. That is the real fortune. What Krishna said, what Krishna's position is actually. Krishna is hiding himself in the golden box. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham tattvam pushana pavrinu satya dharmaya drishtaye. It is in Ishopanishad, Sri Ishopanishad. So Krishna is covered by his own effulgence coming out from his body. And actually it's not easy to understand that, like we already said, this is, one side is external, one side is internal. So Arjuna is suffering now. And we, as we already we spoken, that this, the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga, the connection with Bhagavan in despair. So Arjuna is feeling despair, Arjuna is suffering. But there are two sides. In absolute consideration, if you understand his despair, he will accept it as a mercy. But in apparent consideration, he is just suffering. So from that we can understand that everything should be understood, perceived, by in apparent, in absolute consideration. And here in Tattva Vichar, in Tattva, we can understand everything in Tattva. And Krishna, like we can say that there is a guard. Every Shastra, every Vedic knowledge has a guard. Sometimes it is said like some guard words in the shloka. That means if we have no qualification, we will not understand the deep meaning. So that means we can open Srimad Bhagavatam, we can open Bhagavad Gita, but some type of words, they are like guards, and they protecting, they protecting this shloka, they're protecting this text. By listening that, by thinking about that, when our mind will stop, because we cannot catch the deeper meaning, this guard, this word protector will stop us. So therefore, to understand Shastra is not easy. We need a guide. We need a guru. The proper guidance is needed. So that we can read, we can see, we can listen, and we will go deeper. The same thing about all Vedic knowledge. Even the Jyotisha, astrology also the same. So many people understand. When I was in India, that I know the Indian, they always speak that. Everyone in India is very much conversant in Ayurveda. When you have, everyone can give you advice about health. Everyone, but almost everyone is sick also, cannot cure himself. But this situation is like that. So everyone give you advice, but this even in, you think you know Ayurveda, but inside this knowledge there are some guards, and they not allow you to come inside. Like Jai Vijay, they didn't allow Chatur Kumara come to Vaikuntha. The same way. So therefore we need guide, proper guide. When we are just studying Shastra by our own, I say even about Jyotish Shastra like that. So many people, they think they understand. You can find all interpretations, you can find everything, you can read the book, then you understand astrology. No, you cannot. The deep meaning in Tattva you can understand only by listening Guru. Everything coming from Guru. And Guru should be realized soul. Even any Vedic knowledge you get, Guru should be realized soul. So that is the situation, that we are just on the surface, we are not going inside, because Krishna said, Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavrita. I'm not available for everyone's vision, I'm covered by Maya. Mudo yam nabijanati loko mama jamavyayam. So because Muda cannot see me, Other people, they take Vedas, but they catch only apparent meaning, because some words they're acting as a guard and they not allow you to come inside. Or you read, what type of guards? For example, when you read Shastra, when ordinary people read Shastra, what they see there? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. 4 material goals. If it is giving me satisfy my senses, then I can understand, then I can accept. This is guard also. Also another, some words are there. So we can see, oh, this is nice sloka, we can apply it in getting peace in mind. Oh, nice. Oh, this is nice sloka, it is good for become leader in society. Oh, very nice. And this is just guards. We cannot go inside, we cannot get deeper meaning, because we are just on this surface. But if you accept Guru, he will explain. This shloka is not just about, yeah, of course, how to become leader in society, but who is a real leader in society? And then you go inside and you understand that Krishna is the real leader in society. You have to become devotee, you have to follow Bhagavan. This is deeper meaning. But you can get only, oh, I have to become leader. Like when I joined ISKCON. And I joined the time Bhakti Vriksha program in Moscow. And devotees preaching to us in such a way, like everyone can become guru. So you just start now, you have group, 15 people, 10 people, then after a few years you become guru. So Prabhupada said, I won't have many gurus. So now you can become guru, you can become Mahatma. So very nice. So we just got apparent vision, apparent meaning. And this is just like guard. Of course, Prabhupada said, yeah, I want my disciple to become gurus. Okay. And it is also said, Kibavi prakibanyasi. So that means Shudra, anyone, Jai Krishna Tattvaveta say Guru hoy. That means who knows the knowledge of Krishna, he can be Guru. So nice. I already know the knowledge of Krishna, because Prabhupada said, who is Krishna? Krishna Bhagavan, Supreme Lord. Oh, he can be Guru. Prabhupada sometimes joking like that. And so I can understand Prabhupada said everyone is pure devotee. So I'm also pure devotee. I don't. So this is just apparent vision. Apparently, we can understand everything like that. So we got this apparent vision, okay? So now we become guru. Now we can preach. We can make everybody devoted. It's nice, of course, it's nice. But after some time, you will get the same situation as Arjuna got. Arjuna was suffering in despair. And is there any person nearby to whom you can ask, to whom you can disclose your heart? Because now you became guru, you became a counselor, mentor, preacher, everyone, topmost one. And now to whom you will disclose your heart? Nobody is there. Or someone like you, who is also got apparent vision, apparent meaning, and by apparent meaning, by following apparent meaning, he became guru. But now he understood, oh, very difficult. But outwardly he is trying to act as big person. So this is a problem. So sometimes, okay, this is about guru. Okay, we can get different meaning. Like Prabhupada said, devotee, I like when sometimes political leaders will be with tilaka on their forehead. So I got this meaning, I think. I can be politician, so I can go and I will be elected. Very nice. I will get power. Then I go inside that. Oh, so much difficulties. So much difficulties. So I have to compromise, because if I not compromise, I cannot remain among politicians. So I got apparent vision. So apparently I say, I'm following nicely Prabhupada. He said I should be politician, but inside my heart, I'm not following Prabhupada. I'm already not developing Krishna consciousness. So that means what Prabhupada is meaning is that who is having tilak on his forehead, Prabhupada. This is important. If he is politician and devotee, that means he is very pure, like Maharaj Yudhishthira. Maharaj Yudhishthira even didn't want to occupy his throne. Yes. He didn't want to sit on his throne. He was doing tapasya, so much tapasya, because he was thinking, I am not worthy person to sit here and to rule the kingdom. So this is a devotee politician. This is completely different. And also, he trained from the childhood as a kshatriya. So that means he is fearless. His meaning of his life only was to rule and to care about others. So then, who is a good candidate? We cannot find nowadays. Kalau Shudra Sambhavan. And Prabhupada said, of course, but that was just a guard word. It's just protecting from the deeper meaning. Because if someone coming from a other motivation, so he will get his fruit and leave. He will not disturb sadhu anymore. Like Sanatana Goswami, when a Brahman approached him and asked, Shivaji gave me advice to ask money from you because you have so much wealth. Sanatana Goswami gave him Chintamani, touchstone. Hey, why touchstone is in the dustbin? What does it mean? Yeah, dustbin. So Sanatana Goswami, I don't need it. So that this man then, he got touchstone, but he got the mercy of from Sanatana Goswami. Then he came out and he was thinking, walking on this street, he was thinking, he has something more, because he very easily gave me this. Very easily. So he asked again. Sanatana Goswami said, first condition, you have to throw away your touchstone. And I give you something more important. That is a very nice example, like apparent vision and absolute vision. In absolute consideration, the real wealth is not touchstone, is not gold, and is not money. But apparently we think that Lakshmi is money. So that means a devotee will say to Lord, how long you will be out of my vision? How long you will remain far away from me? The devotee will always pray like that. That means he is not satisfied that Supreme Lord is just covered by Maya. A pure devotee also is not manifesting himself very easily. That means he also hiding himself. That everyone cannot see a pure devotee, Sadguru. He said Svaprakasha Vastu in Sanskrit. It is said Svaprakasha Vastu means self-manifesting. If Sadguru will not develop desire, no one can see him. No one can see. As long our soul is not crying, we cannot see the both, Krishna and Krishna Bhakta. We are not able to see them. So we have so many desires in our heart. So how can we see Guru? How can we see Krishna? When one will cry from the core of his heart to know Bhagavan Krishna, that time Bhagavan Krishna will appear as Guru. So how many, also if Bhagavan Krishna appear, manifest himself, how many will listen what Gurudev is saying? And who can listen and who is not listening? So if we are engaged, if we are engaging ourselves in to acquiring, so just to get, if I engage our knowledge acquiring senses, yes, for enjoyment, we cannot hear what Gurudev is saying. For example, ears, eyes, nose, tongue, touch. So all are engaged in our own enjoyment. How can we listen what Gurudev is saying? We are not listening our Gurudev. How can we be connected with Krishna? As Pashtanchan Maharaj explained to us, this is a science. The science is actually about how to go deeper, not to be on the surface, but go inside. So, why one will sleep? Hari Kirtan is going on, why one will sleep? Because the desire for enjoyment is so prominent, is inside the mind and the heart. So how Kirtan will enter inside? So then Shipashnacharya Maharaj said, why so many questions sometimes is addressed to Guru? Like as he explained this Royal Staircase series, when Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj was giving classes, 3-hour class and or 4-hour class, and he was tired, and after that devotee again take camera and move on with him and asking many questions. And many of these devotees, they are not anymore in ISKCON. And he said that why so many questions? Why so many doubts? We are not able to go to the lotus feet of Gurudev. We are sitting very close, but we are not able to go to the lotus feet of Gurudev. So we are very far from Gurudev. And he said, when you are leaving this planet, somebody will ask you, what you have listened? Oh, I forgot. And also another thing is, we have to listen Guru, who is realized soul. So one is not Guru, but we are listening to him. Then what will happen? Then our anartha will increase day by day. Because the business of Guru is to give Krishna. There is no other business for him, and not to give money, not to give followers, actually. Guru doesn't need you should give him money. Those who are not real Guru, they cannot take care of disciple even. They just only accepting everything from them. So Srila Prabhupada established this movement, Krishna consciousness movement. And Shipashnachan Maharaj, when he was giving class, he said, Anartha should go away from this movement. But Anartha is coming to this movement again and again. So what is this? What is the reason? He asked us. Then he said, there are two types of gurus according to Shivaji. Mitha Paharaka and Santa Paharaka. Mitha Paharaka, that means who is taking everything, taking pleasure from disciples. And Santa Paharaka, who is taking tapa, that means sufferings from disciples. So that means he is able to take our suffering, our distress, and he can be Guru. So whatever you do, so like for example, Guru is asking that you give me charity. You have to give. So, but that is not enough. Therefore, Bhajan Maharaj, he was telling to us, please try how to do, just keep on this parampara. So just keep on this parampara. What this parampara is, what this disciplic succession is, only to relate everyone, those who are coming to us, that they should go to Krishna. We have to accept mantra, but for what? Mantra will protect us from our concoction, manodharma. We have ears, we can listen Hari Kirtan. We have eyes, we can see Lord Hari's beautiful form. We can smell what is offered to Krishna, chandan, tulasi, fragrance. We have tongue, we can relish Mahaprasadam. We have skin, we can touch the lotus feet of sadhu. That's what we are doing, he said. We are always measuring. So when we listen, we are trying to measure. When we are seeing, we are trying to measure. Engaging our knowledge, acquiring senses, we are going to measure Guru, to measure Krishna. So we see how much we calculate what is income, what is outcome, what I lost, what I got, what I received. When we started measuring Guru and Krishna, then doubts also increase day by day. So much doubts are increasing. There is no more faith. Due to this one, we will remain with Guru and try to enjoy. So this anartha will day by day increase, it will not decrease. So whatever I will use for Guru, I need that. I need that. That means I am not using for Guru, I need for myself. That means I became Guru. Before I bringing followers to my Guru, now I bringing followers to me. But Guru is not tiny. Guru is heavy. Is not actually. Can we understand it? That the moment we told that Guru is very tiny one, all inauspiciousness is nearby to us. So we have to remember it. If we are not following instructions to Guru, better we die, but we follow instructions. But if we are not following, then all inauspiciousness in our life. Gurudev, he knows everything. So please tell me what will happen to me. Oh, I have Shani dosha. The Mahadasha of Shani I have. So what I will suffer. See my palm. Is there any affliction? Gurudev is foreteller. We are keeping Gurudev because Gurudev say what will happen in future with me. What future do you want to know? In this material world, what will happen to you? So Gurudev say simply suffering is here. Oh Krishna. But Gurudev can tell us how we can get rid of this suffering. He can tell us. So what he will say? Come to Krishna, chant the holy name. So what do you want from Guru? Some material development. How material will be developed? So I came to Gurudev and to ask, Bhajan Maharaj said, whether I can go to America or not. But Gurudev said, just come and chant Hare Krishna, do Guru Seva. So what type of Guru is? He's not able to read my heart. What is in my heart is Guru is not able to understand. And it is said Guru is Antaryami. What does it mean Antaryami? Antaryami meaning is that he knows my heart. But Guru doesn't know anything. In my heart I wanted to go to America. And Guru will never say that you will suffer. Because he knows you will go there, you will suffer. Guru will never say you will do this and you will suffer. Rather, Guru will say do this and get rid of this suffering. So therefore it is said that dog civilization, Passenger Maharaj explained to us. So we are just living in dogs, not God civilization, but dog civilization. So much material desire in my heart, so I'm running like dog running. Is running away after how to get this happiness, how to fulfill my desire. So whatever Gurudev will say, it will never enter into my heart. If Gurudeva's words entering into my heart, what will happen? Gurudev will give me so many eyes, Shri Maharaj said. I need crores, that millions of eyes. I need millions of tongues to see beauty of Krishna. I need millions of eyes to see beauty of Krishna. I need millions of tongues to speak about Krishna, to glorify Krishna, because Gurudeva Katha has entered inside. Just I will glorify Bhagavan Krishna if Krishna Katha is entering inside. So Gurudev will give me longevity, millions of years longevity, so that I can speak the glories of Krishna without interruption. My sons, daughters, granddaughters, grandsons, they will so much look after me. I cannot die. But even I live in this world, I must glorify Krishna. So let me give me this life so that I can speak about you. I speak to everyone. How much mercy my Gurudev has showered on me. Shri Maharaj said like that. So that we have to understand how much mercy we got from Gurudev. We are showered mercy actually. And that mercy will never bring any type of desire for enjoyment. The Guru's mercy will bring us away from enjoyment. A topic about Maya will never touch my tongue. That means the worldly teaching, the teaching about worldly subject, I have to give up. And those who will listen this katha, the shiksha, the teaching from Sadguru, they will not have desire to go for higher education in this world. High class enjoyment, higher education, high class enjoyment. So I will become higher authority in administrative service. Yeah, but I cannot change the name of Lord Hari. So, that is, Gurudev is not from this material world. Therefore, he will never speak any material topic, material katha. What Gurudev will do. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Hyam Dadati Swapadantikam. This is the activities of Guru. The desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Brahmara Durlabha Prema, Sabakara Jache, that was desire of Mahaprabhu, to give the name, to give the holy name to everyone, and saying also, go and take Krishna. How to give Krishna to everyone, that was desire of Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam, Stapitam Yena Bhutale. So when this opportunity will come, Srila Rupa Goswami Pada will give his lotus feet to us. So I am Rupa Kadama Kyam Dadati Swapadantikam. His own lotus feet he will give to us. When the good fortune will come, when the day will come, I will be able to see the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, who has extraordinary feet. The Gurudev's lotus feet is not ordinary place, ordinary feet. There's feet beyond the death, beyond death, beyond that Guru Padapadma is beyond the death. Very, very beautiful also. When I will be able to see the lotus feet of my Guru. If I am not able to see the lotus feet of Guru, how can I take shelter there? So since one is not able to understand this tattva, he is becoming shelterless. So without shelter, one is moving around like Brahmanda Brahma. Many, many spaces of life, many, many universes, Brahmandas. Someone has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Guru, he will never go here and there. No need to wander many Brahmandas, many species of life. Kabe habe bolo sedino amar. Kabe habe bolo sedino amar. Aparada guchi sudaname ruchi. Kripa bale habe hridoye sanchar. Kabe habe bolo sedino amar. Kabe habe bolo sedino amar. Trinadikahina kabe nijamani sahisnuta guna hridayete ahani sakale manada apane amani hoyasa jibon amara sahasar kabe habe bolo sedino amar kabe habe bolo sedino amar ধন জন আর কবিতা সুন্দরী বলিব না চাই দেহ সুখ করি জন্মে জন্মে দাও অহে গৌর হরি অহৈ তুকি ভক্তি চরণে তোমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে করিতে শ্রীকৃষ্ণ নাম উচ্চারণ পুলকিত দেহ গদগদ ভজন বৈবর্ণ বেপতু হবে সংগঠন নিরন্তর নেতে বাবে আশ্রুদার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে নবদ্বীপে সুরগুনি তাতে গৌর নিত্যানন্দ বলে নিষ্কপাতে নাচিয়া গাইয়া বেড়াইবে চুতে বাতুলের প্রায় চারিয়া বিচার বাতুলের প্রায় চারিয়া বিচার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে নিত্যানন্দ মরে করি দয়া ছাড়াইবে মরা বিষয়ের মায়া দিয়ে মরে নিজা চরণের ছায়া ননের হাতেতে দিবে অধিকার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কিনিব লুটিব হরি নাম রস নাম রস মাতি হইব বিবস রসের রসিক চরণে পরশ করিয়া মজিবে রসে অনিবার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে জীবে দয়া হইবে উদয়া নিজ সুখ বুলি সুদিন হৃদয়া বকতি বিনোদা করিয়া বিনয়া বকতি বিনোদা করিয়া বিনয়া শ্রী আজ্ঞাটা হল করিবে প্রচার শ্রী আজ্ঞাটা হল করিবে প্রচার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার কবে হবে বলো সেদিন আমার হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে নিতাই গৌর হরি বল গৌর হরি বল When will the day be mine? When will you give me your blessings? Erase all my offenses and give my heart at ruchi, taste for chanting the holy name in purity? When will I taste the essence of the holy name, feeling myself to be lower than the grass, my heart filled with tolerance? When will I give respect to all others and be free from desire for respect from them? When will I cry out that I have no longer any desire for wealth and followers, poetry and beautiful women, all of which are meant just for bodily pleasure? Oh Gaura Hari, give me causeless devotional service, bhakti, to your lotus feet, birth after birth. When will my body be covered with goosebumps and my voice broken with emotion as I pronounce Krishna's name? When will my body change color and my eyes flow with endless tears as I chant? When will I give up all thoughts of the world and society to run like a madman along the banks of the Ganges in Navadvipa, singing and dancing and sincerely calling out the names of Gaur and Nityananda? When will Nityananda Prabhu be merciful to me and deliver me from the enchantment, Maya, of the sense objects? When will he give me the shade of his lotus feet and the right to enter the marketplace, Namahat, of the holy name? When will I buy, borrow, or steal the ecstatic bhavas of the holy name? When will I lose myself in the intoxication of the holy name? When will I immerse myself in the nectar of the holy name after grasping the feet of a saint who constantly relish the flavors, rasas, of devotion? When I feel compassion for all living beings, jivas? When will I forget my own pleasure in genuine humility? When will I, Bhaktivinoda, meekly go from door to door, preaching your message of love? So if someone will take shelter of the lotus feet of Guru, then he will get right to chant the holy name. So those who have listened from Guru's lotus feet correctly, he is Rupanuga, is follower of Srila Rupa Goswami Pada. That type of devotee is very dear to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu Jana. Those who are following the Rupanuga Dhara, the line of Srila Rupa Goswami Pada, even Brahma cannot finish their glorification in his lifetime. What to speak about glorification of Krishna, even they are not able to complete the glorification of Rupanuga Bhakta. If we will disobey of the Gurudeva's lotus feet, disrespect him, so what will happen? Gurudeva is cutting out doubts, engaging us in Nama Bhajan. If we will not respect, if we will not obey, what will be our future? What Gurudeva is speaking to us? What he has heard from previous acharyas, that means Gurudeva is always saying to us, Shrotavani, the instructions we listen from his Guru. If we are disrespecting or disobeying Guru, we are disrespecting or disobeying Shrotavani. It is called Shruti Shastra Ninda, an offense towards Shastra and Veda. Yeah? If they will blaspheme Shruti Shastra, this Shruti will never go inside their ears. We disobeyed, disrespected Guru, we disrespected Shruti Shastra. So how can we go to Krishna? How can we chant the holy name of Krishna? If we disobey, disrespect Guru, Gurudeva cannot give us shelter. So when Gurudeva cannot give us the shelter, how can we get shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna? So where is my position? Where is position of Gurudeva's toe nail? And where is my position? We couldn't understand in which level we are, in which level Gurudeva is. So if someone was not able to understand Guru Pada Padma, how he will serve Guru? And if someone is not able to serve Guru, how he will serve Krishna? Sipashnacham Maharaj, he gave us this example. This is castor tree. Castor tree, where there is no trees at all, the castor tree is saying, I am the biggest tree in this land. So like that. So, I am a fallen one. I am a very weak one. I am really unqualified one. So I need more and more mercy. So what will happen if I will not get enough mercy? What will happen? Shri Maharaj said, I will hit the Guru, my Guru. Give me more mercy. Otherwise I will slap you. What is the more mercy? He said, you are in the prison house. More mercy means more katha. Speak more katha. That is the real mercy. So that I can get the strength to do seva and do more service. Who is not listening, he cannot do seva. If he cannot do seva, he will run away. And Shri Maharaj said, and this gate is open. You want to go, you can leave. I'm not depending on my own energy, strength, power. I'm not depending on my own knowledge. I'm completely depending on you, Krishna. Rakkobi, Marobi, Joicha Toha. I depend on you, I depend on Krishna. So you allow me to live here. Or you kill me, slap me. But I cannot leave your lotus feet. I will never leave your lotus feet. So you may give me any punishment. I'm ready to accept it. But don't kick me out from your lotus feet. So where I will go, you are only my shelter. Where I will go. You are ocean of mercy. You can give me shelter out of mercy, out of causeless mercy. So Shri Maharaj said that he told to Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, if you beat me, still I will be here. But he said, very little enjoyment is in heart. Very little cannot stay. If I get one drop mercy from Gurudev's lotus feet, ocean is nothing. Unlimited bliss I will get. Unlimited bliss. Because there's a mercy coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will never bring anything bad. Anything inauspicious. Amanda doya doya. Similarly, Guru Pada Padma, Guru's lotus feet will never bring anything inauspicious, anything bad. If we take shelter of the lotus feet of Gurudev, we can get related with Bhagavan Krishna very easily. So the goal of life is to be connected with Krishna. So which relationship already we have forgotten. We have to re-establish this relationship with Krishna through Guru Pada Padma. This is the goal of life. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Jai Granth Raj, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Shri Guru Pada Padma ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai, Shri Radha Gopalji ki jai, Shri Radha Lalita Madhava ki jai, Shri Nitai Gudruma Chandra ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki jai, Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta-vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So now there's some questions. Oh, not so many. Only Adipurush Prabhu now. Okay.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisation. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, you improve your English very nicely. Adipurusha Prabhu. Okay, thank you. Vanchakalpatarubhesha kripasindhesha patitamapam. Anantakuti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Что это? Что опять? О, ничего не записалось, да? Значит, у меня места нет. Фейсбука скачай. Goranga Boria, Dubahuturia, Nachie Nachie Gaure. Так. Мгм. Интересно, почему-то не завершается. Мгм.